Hey everybody, this is DM Mike, and this is going to be a quick look at a new software package. A virtual tabletop just came out today called TaleSpire. All right, let's go ahead and fire this up. All right, so here we are in the main menu. This is what it looks like. Of course, it's warning us that it's in beta and whatnot. I've turned down the music. Hopefully it's not too loud, but it does have a nice little start to it. But let's go ahead and hop in and see some of the stuff I've just kind of thrown together. It's really quick, guys, but let's go ahead and just open up a board here. I don't know what this is. Okay. Let's do this. This is a little bit better one to look at here. When I was, let's go to the build menu, which you hit B. And I'm going to go in here, my boards, testing board. Let's just throw that one in there. This is a little more, at least dynamic compared to the other one. All right, so here is this. Let me go ahead and look at the lighting here. Here's all the lighting stuff. You do have atmosphere, you have audio. I'm going to go into the darkness or my day cycle and go default sky. There we go. Now we can kind of get rid of this. But here it is, guys. This is the TaleSpire. This is just a quick look. Look, it's clunky right now. I was just laying stuff down. Do not judge like, oh, that's a terrible map. Yep, you're absolutely right. This is a terrible map. But I mean, look at its. I wanted to point out its aesthetics here. I mean, look how beautiful this is. You know what I like? This fire. I love it. It reminds me of Rankin Bass. If you're familiar with the holiday specials, the stop motion animation specials that came on every year, still come on all these years, 40 plus 60 years later. I mean, 40 years later? 60 years? It's been a long time. I love this style of this kind of herky-jerky kind of animation. It's smooth but jerky at the same time, right? And I love that. It looks good. I love the aesthetics of this freaking tabletop. Look at this. I mean, it looks like, I love when you zoom in. I love the depth of field here and the focus. These models have a plasticine kind of clay look to them, and I love that too. I love the depth of field here, just how it looks. You can often find some really cool shots and different camera angles and whatnot. This is almost an overhead. Doesn't quite get there. It's almost still kind of a isometric somewhat. I can zoom in, zoom out. Of course, you can pick things up, move them just like anything else. I don't really know. I can turn the models. Turning the figurines right now, I haven't figured out exactly how to do that. I'm sure it's in there. I'm just forgetting things. But I wanted to show you this. This is just a quick little diorama I threw together of all the different, not all the difference, but some of the models, right? Now you can see here on the right, I've got castles, castle ruins, caverns, chests, all this stuff that we can throw in here. And of course, let me go in here. Castle ruins is kind of where I've been hanging out. But you can go into, okay, so there's the buildings, and then here is the kind of creatures, right? Animals. Well, I never even looked at all this, actually. Spider, giant spider, oh God. Mule, okay, we'll put a pack mule in here. Maybe they came in here on a mule, or at least put their stuff on a mule, right? So they're coming in here looking at this ancient ruin. Demonic, I haven't looked at any of this. Okay, there's only one in there, an imp. Elementals, pretty big. Let's just throw a water elemental out here and see. Oops, let's do this. There we go. All right, there we go. I like this because I love the miniature look of this. Now, I'm a big tabletop simulator fanatic. I love it. It's got thousands and thousands of miniatures and whatnot. But there's just a great aesthetic to this virtual tabletop. So I'm just really digging this kind of soft pastel almost coloring. Nothing's like super bright, which I prefer it not be. I just love the color scheme they got going on here. Looks like we got a giant. Let's throw the giant. This is what the board looks like. See, I love. Oh, I just hit tab. Never hit that button before. Let's see what that does. Okay. I love how this looks. Look, I love how it just looks as you zoom out and you go to like this fog and mist, and then you can zoom back in right on these guys. I love it. It's little things, right? Let's put a giant in. Oh, I think, okay, you can't drag. Oh, okay. That's quite the scale there. I like that. I still don't know how to move these guys around, like as far as the hotkeys. Don't know them all. That looks pretty darn good. I like this. Let's see. Let's pull. Let me take this guy here. Really, let's face it. It's Barbarian, but it's Conan. I'm going to take Conan over here. Put him next to him. There we go. Wow, that looks pretty darn good. I mean, that's it's a huge size difference. Okay, let's look at some goblins. Here is let's do a goblin archer. There we go. Cool, love it. Orc bolter. Let's see, orc basher. Let's see how big. Oh, okay, there's definitely some cool size variants here. Looks great. Again, I love this focus here on the it's game aesthetics. Okay, totally did that by accident. But here we go. You can right click and here's attack, stats, hit points. You could kill it. GM tools. I don't know what that is. Hide, enable torch. Probably has a line of sight on it. I'm assuming. Let's hit this actually. Okay, yeah. So it's like it's carrying around a torch. I love that. That look. Oh, I just hit him by accident. I'll probably never get that again. Okay, he's gone. I'm terrible at this. Okay, I'm the game master, right? So that's me. I should be able to see him. Okay, so I wonder if that's no. It's just where your camera is. Okay, well he's gone. We'll pray for him. All right, here's the what is this? Orc rogue? I think I pulled out, or orc shaman. So we can do emotes. I'm not sure. Giggle, sad. Oh, what's this one? Oh, okay. I thought they actually might have animation. Which I'm fine with this. Let's see, attack. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we can hit that. And GM tools, hide. We could adjust hit points, probably, it looks like, and we just kill it. So we can take it off the board. So that's some goblins. NPCs, the undead. I always love this stuff. Let's do a ghost. Ooh, I like the translucentness of that. Nice little soft glow. Looks really, really good. And of course, look, okay, those are enemies, right? You can actually go, here's NPCs, which is something you don't quite find very often. Here's a drunkard, just a guy who's drunk. Let's see, a noble fancy. I like it. Looks really good. This almost looks like a Disney kind of character. But look at that. Oh man, it just looks so good. I'm so in love with the visuals here. But let's go back to the build menu. Here's how kind of some of this stuff works. Again, don't know everything just now. I'm going to flub this as I go through. But let's say we want to do some castle ruins, right? So you got castle ruin arches and ruins and walls and floors. Here's a floor. As you can see, it puts down a grid. We can hold down. Oops, I just got rid of that. Sorry. Oh, okay, there was the grid. I'm not sure how I did that just yet. Let's do like we'll do that floor here. Well, I can hold down the left click, and then I can make it as big as I want. I don't have to do it one by one. As you can see here, I can just build the whole thing out. Let's go ahead and make a really big one. Boom. There we go. You're done. Your castle floor is done. Look at that texture on that. This looks really, really good. So there we go. And let's say now I want to put in crenellation. I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, I see what that is. Okay, got it. I didn't know the term. Let's see. Let's do castle ruin walls. There's one with a window, but here's just a normal one. All right, so we could put this here. Again, we could drag it. Boom. Got that done. Drag it over here. Boom. Got that done. Now, sometimes middle click will change the direction of these models. It took me a long time to figure that out. I could not figure out what it was. But that's one way of doing it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It's only because it's in beta. But there you go. Like, there's a quick room. Now we can go into, let's say, there's the castle ruins. There's other things in here like broken tile and whatnot. Castle ruin wood. Like, okay, here's some broken wood there. I guess the castle was made of. You can see the interior of the castle with the wood and whatnot. Okay, so cobblestone doors. You can put doors in. Let's throw one in. Really, nothing crazy here. Let's do that. Now watch this. You actually can go into. Let me get a little closer here. Is it this one? I thought there was a way. There it is. You can open it. Doo-doo, and we can close it back. And you can do that, of course, with the double doors as well. Here is a double door, and we can open it up. And oops. Still not clear sometimes where you're supposed to click. I'm in the middle. I mean, I got to click or. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, it's my fault. I wasn't right-clicking. Okay, there we go. You can close it up. So you can imagine if you had walls next to that, it'd be kind of cool to have those doors open and close. We have lighting, which you can put a blazer in there. A brazier, sorry, blazer. You can put a jacket in there if you want to. Here's a campfire. Again, you got that kind of stop-motion animation type effect with that. I love it. Candelabra. All producing light. Looks great. Street lantern, I guess if you want to do like some city streets, we could kind of throw those down really quick. Let's look at some more. Morgoth, I'm not sure what that is. That must be something very custom to this software. Nature. Okay, let's say, let's look at that. Obviously, we can come out here, and you could do the same thing with the grass tiles, so we can kind of lay them out, put them down. You could put a couple logs in. Maybe they've cut down some trees back here. There's some roots. stackable pine top. Just a basic tree. Kind of just, you can make a forest pretty quickly. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. All right, so you can kind of get in there and kind of see everything as it's laid down. Looks really fantastic. Here's like a dead tree. Boop. Which I kind of actually do have quite a few of those over here in this ruin. There's one there. I got one up here. That's just me randomly stacking stuff. Okay, now you got props. There's not a lot of props here. I mean, there are a lot of props, but hopefully I think the finished product will come with more. But here's some crates. Here's a basic coffin. And it does the same thing too. You actually can open it. Boop. Let's do a fancy coffin. And we'll open that one. Nice. That is really cool. Doesn't look like you can open the crates. Okay, I wasn't too sure about that. Right clicking on the, look at the little reflection there. It looks really cool. Okay, so we got all that. There's a forge. That's oh, yep, there it worked. Cool. Okay, we put that right there just for now. Let's take a look at that. There we go. You can see a little reflection in there. Really, really nice. Gallows. Oh boy. I wonder if there's a right click on here. No? Okay. So there's some gallows. Wooden fences. Cool. So you could probably build all kinds of farmsteads or a town or a village with these. We can turn it this way. Yep. And go kind of across this way. There we go. I'm not really lining things up. So just, again, just fooling around here. Some gravestones. Mage's orb. I'm going to throw that in there. Let's see what happens. All right. Does that do anything? Right click? No. Okay. Cool little prop. Let's see. Papers and pig roast. Interesting. Large pumpkin. Oop. Neat. Knight statue. Hope we can let's pull this guy out. Okay, so I can, there it is. All right, we can put that in. Really, really cool stuff. So that's that's like 5 props out of all that stuff. Sewers and tavern, I've not really quite looked at. Here's the tavern stuff. Definitely you want this in your game. People could be building taverns like crazy. There's some tavern walls, and you can actually do the whole roof and everything. Here's some beds. Boop, boop, boop. Bar counter. Of course, why would you not? You might as well have one in the room with you. There we go. It's got some kegs there. Interesting. That's kind of cool. What else we got here? Tavern in corner. Okay, put that in. Nice. And we got some different walls. Let's see. Oh, okay, nice. There's already people building all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, I'm not, as you can see, not really building anything. I am just goofing around here. That looks really, really cool. All right, let's go look at the tavern. Okay, we did that. Sewers, I've not really looked at all. Let's just see what one looks like. There's a wall floor, so let's just... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, Control Z, just got rid of all that. There we go. Now I'll do one, let's do an opposite and line it up with the grid and kind of pull it down. There we go. And now we've got, look at that. Oh, so gorgeous. There we go. It's so nice. So you guys, I mean, this is just so far, pretty impressive. Now look, people are having issues. There's going to be all kinds of things going on because it is, after all, a beta. But it looks so freaking good right now. Here's some chests. There's a gold chest. We'll kind of put that on there. And these do the same thing too. You can right click and open. Boop. Oh, I don't think there's any gold in there. Oh, there you go. The doors, cobblestones we looked at. Foam grass. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Just like a base flooring it looks like. Hatches I've not played with. Let's just see what this is. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I stacked them by accident. Oh, you could open them too. Nice. I like that. Wood hatch, let's just throw that down. All right, let's see if we can open that one. Cool. Okay, so that's pretty much this is pretty much the building stuff. Now, I mean, not all of it, but some of it. You get the idea. Now we can go into here to atmosphere, and you got music, ambient effects. It has just a few here. Let's see the ambience. Here we go. We got like maybe, looks like maybe 10 or so. Let's put a dungeon rumble, and you can silence the music. So ambient volume. Turn that up. Music volume. Let's see. I haven't really messed the music. Let's go like to the default darkness. Nice. I like this. Looks really, really good. And let's go back to actually default sky. So you can actually change where the sun is, right? So I'm almost like you can adjust where it is in the sky. Here we go. You can also, here's the entire day cycle right here. So we can play kind of let's say dawn or in the evening. I mean, that's just really cool to have that built in there. It looks so good. Okay, wait. Not sure what this is. Don't know what I'm doing. Uh-oh, I should not have messed with things. Save and close. All right, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, phew. All right. All right, so you can do atmospherics, post effects. Now this is going to add, like, there's a bleach. Let's actually, let's go back to a default sky. Oh no, it's not the sun position. Let's do what time of day it is. Okay, so there we go. So bleach is kind of giving this a whiteout look. Greens, almost like a haze. I can see this being used in sewers. Isolated red, it's going to just kind of focus on that fire back there. Anything with red or probably red or orange in it. Here's warm. So I don't know, you probably use that in a desert environment, or I don't know if there's, I guess you can adjust. Okay, yeah, you can adjust some of those effects. Okay, that's good. All right, applied to board game. But I'm going to just stick to, let's just do none, and we'll stick to default sky. And let's do a little bit bright. There we go. All right, and then, so campaign settings, you can invite players, invite codes. I'm not really sure how that works just yet. And then, of course, up here, boards. These are the ones that you've saved. You can create new boards, and yada yada. GM player, haven't really messed with that. Anyway, guys, I wanted to show this off real quick. It just looks really, really cool. I love the aesthetics. Hopefully, you love them too. It's just such a nice look. I mean, look, I love this focus here. This is just really, really good stuff. Now, I think TaleSpire, it's on the beginning stages, right? So we're in a beta, but definitely one thing about this is going to be one piece of software I think that's going to rely on its assets, its extended assets, like a marketplace, or it's going to need a Steam Workshop. I think the marketplace is in the works. I'm not sure about the Steam Workshop. There's an FAQ. You can go check that out. I'm sure there would be, but this is, I think, the kind of thing that's going to live or die on the assets that it has and how open source it is for people to drop in their assets, in the marketplace, of course. I think you should get paid for that kind of stuff. Some of it should be free, but I think, there should be options to be paid for what you do. Well, I'm not sure if that's a thing. If you say marketplace, I'm assuming that's what they mean. But this is really going to live or die on, I think, on what people are allowed to do and custom content and whatnot. And I'm not sure if the actual release will have more assets available. That's kind of up in the air. I'm sure it will. But guys, that's it. Just wanted to show you this real quick. This is TaleSpire. It's going to come on Steam sometime this year in early access. This is a beta key, which I believe is a closed beta, so not quite available just yet. But look it up. Go to their website and see how you can pick it up. I think it's going to be worth it. It looks so awesome, and I cannot wait to use this and build out in complete dungeons and cities and towns in my next campaigns. Really looking forward to it. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.